Hi, I'm Q, and welcome to the Qwod Pod. Today, we're getting real about why AI might be failing you. Here's the uncomfortable bit. Most people think AI is frustrating because the technology is not smart enough. In a lot of cases, that's not the problem at all. The real issue is much less glamorous. People simply cannot describe what they want clearly enough for AI to help. And to be fair, plenty of companies cannot describe what they want clearly enough for humans either. So asking AI to magically fix that is a bit like handing a sat-nav to someone who refuses to tell you where they're going. So today's idea is simple. AI is mainly an execution tool. It helps you do work faster or at bigger scale. But if your business cannot clearly explain its goals, priorities, and workflows, AI has almost nothing useful to execute. This is not really a tech maturity problem, it is a clarity problem. Think about how people use AI. They give it instructions, draft this, analyze that, summarize this meeting, build a plan, improve this process. Now imagine a company where nobody can agree on the actual goal. One team says growth, another says cost cutting. Another says customer retention. Leadership changes direction every quarter, metrics move around like they owe someone money. In that environment, AI is not failing because it is useless. It is failing because the instructions are fuzzy or constantly changing. You cannot optimize what you do not understand, and it is a terrible idea to scale a process that should probably not exist. A simple way to picture it is this. Imagine your company is a cluttered office with piles of paper everywhere. Nobody has labeled the folders. Nobody is fully sure which forms matter. Half the team has their own secret system. Then the boss walks in and says, right, let's hire 20 assistants and do everything faster. You'd probably say, fine, which pile matters? What are we trying to finish? What can be thrown away? And the boss says, excellent question, let's set up some meetings. That is what a lot of use AI strategies sound like. Or in simpler terms, if your business looks like a screen full of static, telling people to scale it does not make a good program. The companies getting the most value from AI are often the same ones that already know what they're doing. They can explain what problem they solve, who they solve it for, what goals matter, and which metrics track them. That is gold. They know what is blocking progress, what projects are underway, who owns the work, and what it costs. Once you have that, AI can help draft reports, map workflows, support customer service, and spot waste. But if you need 3 workshops to answer those, AI may just help you flail more efficiently, better slides, faster chaos, same confusion. And here's the worrying part. Many businesses are still around only because their competitors are just as messy. So when people say, why isn't AI helping yet? They often blame the AI. But the deeper issue is that lots of organizations are black boxes. They run on habits, politics, and workarounds that worked well enough before. It gets much riskier now. Because AI gives clear companies more power, and smaller teams have an advantage. They can explain what they do more simply. So the big question is not, what can AI do for us? The better question is, are we clear enough for AI to help at all? If your team is curious about AI, do one thing this week. Sit down and write plain English answers to these 5 questions. 1. What problem do we solve? 2. What are we trying to achieve this quarter? 3. What is getting in the way? 4. What work are we actually doing? And 5. How do we know if it's working? If those answers are fuzzy, start there, because AI is not a miracle worker. It is more like a very fast assistant. Brilliant when briefed properly, utterly unhelpful when the boss just waves at the chaos and says, go improve that. Thanks for watching this episode of the Qwod Pod. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Fix your clarity first, then bring in the tools. See you next time.